The BBC.
St Helens are the Super League champions after a most extraordinary last-second win over Wigan Warriors.
It's going to be a drop goal now. Tommy Makeson to kick one in his grand final. Oh, he's hit the post! The ball bounces back. Nobody's got it. Oh, they've got there. Jack Wellesby might just have won it for St Helens with the last kick of the game.
Well, Jack Wellesby grounding the ball there with the last action of the grand final to make it 8 points to 4-2 St Helens. It is the 7th time Saints take the trophy. Johnny Bairstow hit an unbeaten 86 runs off 48 balls to guide England to a 5-wicket win over South Africa in the first T20 international in Cape Town. Bairstow, who had been dropped from the top of the innings to bat at number 4, helped the tourists reach their target to 180 with a 6 in the final over.
He doesn't want to bat at number 4. He wants to open, and he's got this. He always gets fired up about in this sort of a way. But actually, what he's done is rather prove the selector's point, and he's come out there and just savaged it. He's finished on 86 without Stokes 37. Disappointed the way he got out. But England there had looking as if they'd lost the game, and Stokes was out with 61 needed from 5 overs. Up came Hendricks, had a nightmare, and Johnny Bairstow's finished it off.
That's the BBC's cricket correspondent Jonathan Agnew. In football, in the Women's European Championship qualifying, Northern Ireland have kept alive their hopes of making the playoffs.
Here is McGuinness, might back herself. Kirsty McGuinness, off the woodwork, ricochets off the keeper, it's in. It's a second for McGuinness and a third for Northern Ireland. She had options in the middle but backed herself.
The Northern Ireland women won it 3-2 against Belarus, are now third in their group, level on points with second-placed Wales. Scotland's women, meanwhile, lost 1-0 to Portugal in Lisbon. They sit third in their group. In the Premier League, late goals from Callum Wilson and Joe Linton gave Newcastle a 2-0 win at Crystal Palace. In the Championship, Brentford are up to 4th after beating QPR 2-1. Tranmere Rovers are into the hat for the third round of the FA Cup. That's after a 1-0 win over 6th-tier Brackley Town. In Rugby Union's Premiership, Toby Flood ran in a try in added time as Newcastle Falcons beat Sale Sharks 15-13. Golf's two biggest professional circuits, the PGA and the European Tours, have announced a new strategic alliance which they say will bring a new global era for the sport. The European Tour's chief executive Keith Pelly, though, is keen to stress that this is not the first step to a full merger.
This is day one of the partnership, so it's way too early to know that. And if we were ever to merge, we would need 75% of our membership vote support. And they're obviously never going to support something that they don't know is very, very good for the membership in the long term.
And Marcus Wyatt has become the first British man to claim a World Cup skeleton medal for 7 years. He picked up a bronze after finishing third in Latvia. That's the latest from BBC Sport.
BBC Sport.